What up, y'all? Welcome to the video, man. So, I want to talk more about the Gervonta Davis situation with Lamont Roach or whatever. And today is Monday, so we're a couple days out from the fight. And I've been seeing some stuff over the weekend, about people reactions or whatever, on Twitter and everything like that. And I have been seeing people they just don't know how to behave, bro. So I just feel like I just gotta come out. Hey, making me come out, you heard me? Because they on some whole shit. So listen, you got people running around saying Tank have been exposed or Lamont beat the shit out of him or whatnot. And I'll just be like, what the hell was these people watching, bro? What was you watching? Now, saying Lamont won, that's one thing because it's a close fight. You can say, anytime it's a close fight, that means a person have won, either this person won by one round or that person won by one round. That's a close fight, but the judges made it a draw, which is cool, right? That shit is cool. So my thing is, bro, to say he just exposed them or something, you on some whole shit, bro. You on some whole shit. Because do you know what exposing is? Exposing is coming in that motherfucker. He was supposed to crush Tank for him to expose him. He really didn't, I want to talk about why Lamont Roach didn't win this fight. This is the reason. For one, he spent the first half of the fight doing shit. He didn't do nothing. Following Tank around. Tank pop shotting him, getting off a little shit here and there, trying to open him up or whatever. He ain't do nothing the whole first half of the fight. Second half of the fight, he still didn't dominate the second half of the fight. He still didn't dominate it. He had little moments. I remember one little moment where he kind of like hit Tank, boom, stopped him in his tracks. Tank stopped, gathered his footing, got back in his shit, right back in the mix. Mixed it up with him. So obviously he wasn't, you know what I'm saying? So that happened. What else? It was another little moment. I mean, the knee, of course, that was some whole shit on Tank behalf. But at the same time, Lamont ain't do shit to make him kneel, or he didn't capitalize off the kneel. Because right after the kneel, Tank got right back in his shit, got to mixing it up. So, what I do give praise to Lamont for is his defense. He kept that full guard up, and Tank wasn't able to get no uppercuts off because he did try to throw uppercut here and there, and Tank wasn't able to get that uppercut off. So Lamont, I think his defense was better than his offense. If you get what I'm trying to say, like what he did on defense was more like, okay, that's some good ass defense. And then his offense was like, yeah, it was all right. He countered here and there and shit like that. But what he was supposed to do was preventing him from getting the win and really, smashing Tank like he was supposed to, because he was at least a weight class or two above Tank. He was bigger than Tank, bro. He was a lot bigger. But he didn't use his size to his advantage. I heard his coach say lean on him and shit like that, which was some good ass advice. He was listening to his coach, Lamont Roach was. I heard his coach saying some good things or whatever. So we got to give credit to Lamont Roach Sr. for giving good instructions in the corner. So that was a good thing. What else happened? But he ain't really, I can't give too much credit because it's like, all right, he didn't get knocked out. That's the only thing I can say. He didn't get knocked out, and he had some moments. Other than that, nigga, what the fuck? What are we talking about? He was supposed to cut the fucking ring off, He following Tank around. He ain't cut the ring off. And when they do this rematch, he got to cut that ring off. And early in the fight, he got to invest in that body to slow Tank around because Tank was able to just move wherever the fuck he wanted to go. He wanted to go over there, he went over there. He wanted to go over here, he went over here. So the nigga couldn't stop the Tank from moving around. He should have been going to the body early. Tank was going to the body, his body more than he was because he had a full guard up. So Tank was trying to find little spots and holes in his defense, which it was hard to penetrate. But Lamont, he was supposed to go to Tank body, and he was supposed to, you know what I'm saying, keep that jab. He had a good jab popping or whatever. He's supposed to keep that jab in Tank face, and he was supposed to put them combinations together. He never let loose for real. That's why I'm looking at niggas like, what you talking about? He ain't let his hands go like that. He just answered to what Tank had to give, basically. You see what I'm saying? And then with Tank, well, he has to do better in the rematch because one of the things I did notice was how Tank, like his body, how he came in. He came in like lean, more on the lean side. He was small as hell. He came in like 133, which was under 135. He didn't have a lot of muscle mass. Like I seen Tank like cockier and shit before. Like you can see it like in his shoulders and in his arms and shit. He ain't have none of that shit. He ain't work on no strength training for that fight. He did all conditioning. I can tell he did a bunch of jump rope and running and shit like that. So he was like leaner. You know, he was working on his agility. He still had that speed. But in the next fight, he needed to do some strength training because I seen him bulk up before. He was smaller than that dude. The dude was hella bigger than you. You kind of got to get up there a little bit. And he got to go to that body more and he got to pump that jab from the beginning a lot more, you know, to get him to open up more because he had his defense real tight. That's what Tank got to do the next fight in the rematch. Lamont got to go to that body and he got to cut that ring off. That shit wasn't like some A+. Niggas just hating. He ain't ever no A++ performance because if that's the best he got, then he going to lose the second fight. Lamont is going to get his ass whooped if he come in how he did that first fight. He got to turn it up a notch. Especially when a motherfucker the favorite, you got to get him there and beat the fuck out of him. You know what I'm saying? You can't just come in there, yeah, and you know, throw a couple counters and answer to what Tank got or whatever. Nah, fuck. No, you got to take control of the fight. That's why I ain't mad at the draw. Because neither one of them kind of like, nigga, this my fight. You know what I'm saying? Kind of like took over the fight. Nobody did that shit. So, yeah, man, that's what I think need to go down for the rematch. And I heard people saying that Tank ain't going to give him a rematch. I believe he is because of the controversy. And it ain't going to look right just coming in there fighting another person after you just had your first draw with this nigga. Like, who the fuck want to see that? You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. That's what I see going down next. I got Tank for the rematch. Lamont, a good-ass fighter, but he going to have to turn it up a notch. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, he got to cut that ring off, and he got to go to that body. He got to go to Tank body to slow him down. Because just, you know, some good right hands he had, because his right hand, that shit was working out for him. It was like a right hook that he was hitting Tank with when Tank was lunging in, leaving himself open. He'll capitalize off of it. Boom, pop Tank with the right here and there. But Tank had the most versatility in the fight. Like, he was throwing different selection of punches because he was trying to get through that fucking defense. He was trying to penetrate the nigga defense, bro. His defense was on point. So, yeah. Tank was small as hell. The size difference in the fight was massive. The nigga was supposed to fucking body Tank. He was supposed to big boy and bully him type shit, but he wasn't on that. He was just, you know, waiting on Tank to make the first move. And I ain't really like that shit like that. I mean, it's cool, but not for no fucking W. You see what I'm saying? Not for no W, nigga. But y'all hit that like button. Let me know what y'all think. Subscribe to the channel. Subscribe already. I'm out. Deuces.